here with Cinematography for Actors, the official podcast partner of HollyShorts for the second year in a row. And it's the 20th year. Good energy is in the air. And I'm joined with some talented filmmakers. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, I'm Adam J. Graves. I'm the director and writer of Anuja.
Hi, I'm Suchitra Mattai, and I'm a producer on Anuja.
Hi there, I am Krushan Naik, and I am the producer and editor for Anuja.
Fantastic. I remember this film because I liked the name when we were reading it off in the official selections.
I remember you reading it off, actually. So.
We're connected. Now we're here in the flesh. You know, it started virtual. We're here. Let's talk about your collaboration process together. How did you come together? How did you find each other?
Well, we found each other more decades ago than I would care to admit in a public setting. So we're this is Suchitra, my wife, and we so we both had backgrounds in South Asian studies, and we actually met in a pro seminar in Hindu temple architecture. That's a long backstory. So we developed the story kind of together in the sense that we were developing a coming of age film. And Suchitra read a statistic. Well, you can tell us about that.
1 in 10 children globally is engaged in child labor, and so we were really struck by this. My own family comes from a history of indentured labor, and so it was something that we wanted to shed light on. Yeah.
How did you put that together into a story? So how do you take a fact, because you're both obviously very academic, right? How do you take something like a fact like that and then ground it in the weight of a story? Was it your personal experience of your family or?
Well, I'd done a lot of work at living in studying in India. And so I had some contacts with nonprofit organizations that work with children from that background. And so really we developed it in partnership with the Salam Balik Trust, which is a nonprofit that was actually founded by Meera Nair's family after she made the film Salam Bombay, which is a great film if you haven't seen it. And so we worked with them. We met children who had experience with child labor, who kind of now are in school and being educated and whatnot. And then we read case studies. We kind of did our research and developed the story that way.
Now let's talk about the editing here. So what was the most important part of the editing process, or what surprised you about all of the footage?
The surprise was how much of footage was there. So I was like, this is not a short film. This is a feature. But the process of working with Adam was awesome. I learned a lot from him, and I keep learning every day. So I am very lucky, and I feel very fortunate to have them as my collaborators.
It's a family here. We love a film family.
I will say that the rough cut was 36 minutes, and Krushan, I gave it to Krushan, and he came back a week later, and it was like 19. And I'm like, wait, where did the film go?
The dirty work.
It was brilliant. It was great. I mean, really, some of the moves that he made that I hadn't anticipated were just fantastic.
Well, it's hard to detach sometimes because you're like, well, of course that has to be, and of course. But that's why it's like so great to have good collaborators that you trust, because then they can come in and be like, it still tells the same story. I promise you're not losing too much. And so it's great to have that working relationship.
No, I was just going to add, because I really enjoyed your question about how do you bring that statistic and that information into something that's narrative and, not a documentary. And I think what Adam was after was really about capturing a sense of humanity and a story and a love between sisters. And so I think, when I can think about the film, which we've been doing for quite some time, it's really, that's the heart of it. That's the important part.
It's not really a doom and gloom. It sounds like, a story about child labor and the relationship between child labor and girls' education. But we wanted to tell a story that was really, that kind of captured something about the magic of childhood and the resilience of these kids, and quite frankly, the playfulness and the inventiveness of them, because that's one of the things that I learned spending time with them is that, they see the world in a really special way, and they see possibilities that we don't always see. And for me, it was really important to capture that on screen. So
How exciting. I knew that film stuck out for a reason when we were reading it out, and now I know why. Congratulations on your movie. That's so fantastic. I can't wait for audiences to continue to watch it. And it seems like the universal truths of nostalgia and being a kid are the things that are going to ground people back to the things that are to the most important issues at hand. So thank you so much for making this movie. Congratulations, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so
Thanks so much.
Bye. Bye.